and welcome to Diary of an Insane Bipolar Gay Man. I feel I need to head every episode off with the fact that the title is definitely very humorous and is supposed to be taken as such. Because even though the subject of mental illness and bipolar disorder is very serious, I also need to show that I don't take myself that seriously. It is morning time. I'm very groggy, and coffee is a big must. I, however, really wanted to speak about what I want to speak about this early in the morning because the ideas are still fresh in my head. And it's very important that I talk about this. Now, the subject I want to cover right now is fear, and this is going to encompass a couple different aspects of what I've been dealing with my own bipolar disorder. Action in three. So, the first aspect of fear that I really want to address is since I've come out as being bipolar on a very public level, there are some people that I've noticed don't have quite the same interaction with me. And I don't know if it's because of a couple different things, but they just don't know how to handle it, or if it's because I've become such a different person. Um, a lot of people have known me as this massive party boy, um, and I just can't be that person anymore. And I would like to think that my true friends would be there for me regardless, despite everything. And some of them are. But I've noticed a few people that I feel that I'm relatively close to have kind of become distant ever since I've, announced my bipolar disorder. So to address that, yes, I'm going to be a different person. And I'll get into that in just a little bit. But what I need is support more than anything. So I know those people that I'm thinking about eventually will get there, hopefully. But if not, I encourage them to reach out to me and have a conversation with me about this because I'm so much more than just being bipolar. And even though I'm not the person that I used to be, I would still like to think that I'm still a worthy individual. So, on the second subject of fear, um, I've been going through a lot of stuff in my life, some things that I'm fearing about myself, and I've been going through employment trauma as of late. My last two jobs, I pretty much abandoned, basically because I can't even. Uh, is basically how I've been putting it. I know the phrase "I can't even" is like a joking kind of thing, but that's the only thing that I can describe the feeling as is I can't even. And it's so very true. And it's a very, very tough thing to deal with. And the last job that I had, I remember I barely been there 2 weeks, and I was just sitting there looking at the computer screen, not knowing what the hell to do. The only thing that I could think of was just leaving, and that's the only thing I could do. And that's a very scary thing. I've always been this huge go-getter. I've been very ambitious. I love excelling at whatever job that I do. So that aspect of me has become very scary. And the past couple days, I've kind of retreated into myself because I'm trying to iron out what is going on inside of me and what I can do to maybe improve upon that. I've had a massive amount of support from my fiance Derek, and he's got a social working background, so he can actually sit down and talk about these things with me on a level that I need to talk about them. And that's phenomenal. I just really appreciate that to a degree that I can't even really truly explain. So the fear of things that are different about me is something that I'm going through, and Um, I've taken and applied for disability as well because I don't know what this is going to mean for me, and I would much rather have a backup in case it just means that I'm not able to work. I'm hoping that's not going to be the case. I do have an employment opportunity, hopefully on the horizon here, and it's going to be the biggest adventure I've probably ever been on, and I need to know that I'm up to the challenge. I want to be. I can do it. I just hope these little I can't even moments don't continue to occur. Um, and in going through that, I don't know if that's going to mean a change in medication. That's also going to be a big difficult thing for me in the next few weeks. Is I don't have insurance anymore, so medication is going to be unaffordable. Therapy appointments aren't going to be a possibility without insurance. So I'm feeling very anxious about those aspects. So I'm hoping the job front comes through. I can just outright buy insurance because it's that important. So in retrospect, dealing with dealing with people who might not know how to deal with me, just uh, have an open conversation with me if you're unsure how to deal with this news. Um, and as far as my own fears about what I'm going through, I just need to talk about them. I need to seriously take a look at what's going on um, and talk about things. Like talking is huge. So, anyways, I've gotten a little bit of response on these videos based on the YouTube channel and whatnot. I've also created a Facebook page for people with bipolar or people who know people with bipolar. And it's called Bipolar Warriors. I'll do a little screenshot or something here pretty soon. So I'm posting these videos in that group. It's a very small group so far. Um, and I really want it to be a place for people to talk about this issue openly and without fear of judgment. So, if you're interested at all, like I said, I'll put up a screenshot or something up here. Please join. I'm going to be posting aside episodes from this series, various different things that I find on YouTube that are helpful to me, various TED Talks, things like that. So, head on over there, join if you feel so inclined. Definitely would appreciate it. So, that's going to be it for today's episode. Thank you so much for watching, and there'll definitely be more in the future to come. So until then, love and light to you all.